Hello. Welcome back. I wanted to go over some of your comments from my previous YouTube. But first, I want to let everybody know thank you so much for the kind comments. First, that's number one. I found a psychiatrist, Calvin Kapoor, through Spring Health. We spoke for 13 minutes out of what was supposed to be a 40-minute conversation, and he prescribed me something that I didn't feel comfortable taking because I'm like, you only spoke to me for 13 minutes. So I took a break, probably about a month. Didn't go for an update with him. I didn't even pick up the prescription. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't really feel like he was listening or grasping what I was saying. And I don't know how you can make a determination or a diagnosis or a prescription if you're not really listening. I don't know how you could prescribe somebody something within 13 minutes. So I called Spring Health back yesterday after I met with my new therapist. We'll go back to her in a second. She told me to call because obviously you guys know I wasn't satisfied with my previous therapist or those sessions. And I was just explaining to her, my history with therapy and that I know what I'm doing. Okay. I was telling her and she was like, well, you should call Spring Health back. I work with them too, which is something I want you to keep in mind, because now instead of me paying out of pocket, when my 12 free sessions renew for the year, then I will be able to go and see her for free under Spring Health. The crazy part is I remember seeing her picture before, but I didn't pick her. I don't really have a reason. I really wish I would have, because I really need help now, but I really needed help back then, and I feel like it could have prevented me from further disassociating with myself, from myself, and from my reality and my surroundings. So I called him back. I'm like, hello? Yeah, so my therapist said that I could get my sessions back if I wasn't satisfied. And so I'm just talking about the therapist at this point. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, I wasn't satisfied with the psychiatrist either. And as I'm on the phone with them, I'm going back to the Spring Health app. I'm looking. If I click on a time, right? Say I pick an appointment for 8:10. The appointment will be over at 8:50. Okay, so if the appointments are 40 minutes, why are you not giving me my time? Why are you not listening properly? Now, if I go somewhere and it's going to be a problem. Everybody want to know, why'd she do that? I want y'all to start looking at people's doctors and when they did reach out for help, because y'all love to talk about how people don't reach out for help. There are some people out here who are reaching out for help, trying to get help, who know how psychology works and how things should be, and who have had really good psychologists before, and they know. You know what I'm saying? Look at the doctors. It's not always the person. Sometimes the person really is trying to get help and nobody is helping them, or nobody's taking it serious enough. And that was a common theme that I've had. Oh, it's not serious enough. I call them back and the dude's like, okay, let me talk to my floor manager, because they were trying to tell me that I owed $195 for seeing the medicine manager, is what they call him, not a psychiatrist. I wasn't going to pay it anyway. I'm just going to be honest with you, because I wasn't satisfied. But when she told me that, I add that in there. So I'm like, yeah. And you know what? Matter of fact, I was only on the phone with the psychiatrist for 13 minutes. And I'm pretty sure the appointment's supposed to be longer than that. And I'm pretty sure I didn't feel like he was da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? So the guy goes, he's like, let me talk to my floor manager. Let me see what I can do. So he goes and talks to the floor manager. And of course, he starts with the good news. The good news is he is able to credit me back that appointment. You know what I'm saying? I won't owe any money for the psychiatrist, and he's going to put in a complaint. I didn't even ask for the complaint, but he was like, I just don't understand how he was on the phone with you for 13 minutes and he just all of a sudden came up with this medication. I don't think that's right. I don't feel like he was taking it seriously. I don't know. Did I record that conversation? I don't know if I got a chance to. I hope I did. I think I did on my Android. I did. Maybe I'll put it at the end of this, okay, if you guys care to watch. But anyway, I'm like, I don't even know what to do at this point. The last person I really felt comfortable with was my primary care physician. So I go see my primary care physician. I'm talking to her. I'm telling her, listen, I know that I've told you about the depression before, but it's getting worse now. I need some help. Can you please help me? And she's like, well, I can't really prescribe anything. She can, because my doctor in North Carolina gave me duloxetine. I didn't even have a doctor. I never had a psychiatrist at that time, but it's okay. So she tells me that, she can't prescribe anything, but she has some resources for me. So she gives me this resource called Psych Plus. I go to Psych Plus. I start seeing a black psychiatrist. Her name is Miss Michelle. I'll call her because I'm still seeing her. I don't want to drop all her details like that. So I go see Miss Michelle. We're in there for 2 hours. She tells me that she believes that I'm bipolar 2, based on what I'm telling her. And she puts me on Latuda. Lorazepam. I've been taking it. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I don't know. You know what I mean? It'd probably take me some time to notice a difference in myself. I'm sure people around me maybe could notice a difference. I'm not really sure. But I do know one thing. It gives me crazy insomnia. Like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and it's very, very hard for me to go back to sleep. And I'll yawn and it feels like it's insatiable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you yawn and then you feel like satisfied when you yawn? I don't know if that makes sense. But when I yawn, it's like I have to keep yawning. Like, I'm not satisfied. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm drowsy, but I can't go back to sleep. So I cried a couple times over that because I just wanted to go back to sleep so bad and I couldn't. I've been looking for a psychologist, a therapist. I ended up... Does this have my address on it? Okay, because I'm just showing y'all everything, huh? It just has my name. I've been in talks with a couple different ones. There's this one called Uniquely You. I need to call them back if I'm not going to do it, but I do like their process. They don't really have an office. They'll come and meet you where you are. So my thing is, maybe if I can tell her I can only afford to come to you once a week, and then I'll just get another therapist, which will be them. They'll come to my house. I can meet them at a cafe, which I mean I wouldn't do because I need to talk, you know what I'm saying? But after the initial consultation, which is on telehealth, they will meet you wherever you want. You can go to a park, you can do different things. So I actually really do like that, and I think that maybe I will speak to her. I think at this point I'm feeling like I need a mental health care team, not just a psychologist that I'm putting all this weight on and all this pressure on to help me, you know what I'm saying? I think a psychiatrist, medicine manager, a psychologist, and maybe 2 therapists, you know what I'm saying? Someone to come to my home and, you know, see how I'm living. And it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? I've been cleaning up a lot. I might think that has something to do with the medication, that I'm able to like focus a little bit more. But what if I'm taking this and then I have ADHD and it's not even bipolar disorder? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to get a second opinion, to be honest with you. That's what my sister told me to do. That's what my best friend Vanessa told me to do. But I told them I was okay with that because, like, I was okay with the diagnosis because I felt heard. If you're hearing me and you're really listening to me and comprehending what I'm feeling, and you're saying that in your professional opinion as a psychiatric nurse who studied this with a DSM-5 on your desk, labeled, sticky tab, okay, I'll accept that. You're the professional. But when I went to see my new therapist, which is so funny, I always tell my best friend Vanessa, like, I feel like I'm on the Truman Show. I feel like my show is life. My life is a show, like Insecure or something, like, because the strangest things happen to me. And so I found this therapist on Psychology Today, which, like I said, she was also on Spring Health. And she's within walking distance from my house, which I love. I'm so grateful for that, because it's nice to take a walk before, think about what you want to talk about, take a walk after, think about and process everything that you said. And then I was playing with the camera that I'm recording on right now, because I got the Extra Muse 3. It is worth it. I really like her. Her name is Dr. Linda. I say that my life is a show, though, because, like I said, the strangest things be happening to me. And so I go to the kitchen that they have at the offices that she has, and the guy that let me in the door, we have chocolate, we have coffee, we have whatever. You just go in the kitchen and help yourself. So I'm about to go make me a cup of cocoa. She's in there finishing up her lunch, and she's like, "Hey, Essence?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I just came to get some cocoa. I didn't mean to rush you, you know. I was gonna wait, but he just told me to come in here and grab some cocoa, so I did." And she's like, "Oh, that's fine, get you some cocoa." Nice older black lady. I really, really like her, and I think I need her. I get the cocoa. I'm following her. We go up another level. I was about to say another flight of stairs. We didn't take the stairs, though. We took the elevator. We go up another level, and we're in all these offices. Why is her office the nursing room for mothers? But she's only in office Tuesday, Thursday. So what does she need to pay full rent for a big ass office for? You know what I'm saying? So I do get that. But it's just so funny. Like, I find the last lady I went to, Ashley, super decked out office. Gold, fur, green, white, black color scheme. It was fly in there as fuck. But the help you provided, subpar. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather your focus be on... Excuse me, I'm going to tilt this down a little bit because I can. I'd rather your focus be on my mental health. So I'd rather see you in a fucking closet, a janitor's closet, a nursing room, the family bathroom. I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? As long as you can help me. I don't care about how it looks. So when she said that, she was like, oh, we're going to be in the mother's... what they call it, a mother something, but in the mother's room. And I was like, oh, okay. She got her a chair for her, a chair for me, an ottoman to set her laptop on. I think she got a microwave in that hoe, a little mini fridge, and a sink. Dr. Linda living it up, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it a janitor's closet. I'm gonna call it a janitor's closet because I think it's funny and I can. We have the session. She's asking me my history about other therapists that I've had throughout my life. I'm explaining to her, and she's like, oh, you with Spring Health? Your job takes Spring Health? Yeah. Oh, I'm on Spring Health. So I'm scrolling through her profile all the way at the bottom. Why? Y'all got all these young hoes up here at the top. They don't know what the fuck they doing. These bitches just got out of training. Respectfully. I mean that with the utmost respect. But I'm just saying. If y'all knew the type of shit that I was dealing with that last therapist, like, come on, bro. So anyway, I find her. She's like, I'm gonna call Spring Health. So we on the phone during the session. She on hold, but it ended up disconnecting. But this is when I say advocacy and stepping up for your patients, even though this is my first fucking session, she's stepping up. I'm gonna call them right now. I ain't gonna wait till later. That's what I'm talking about. That's a mental health professional. And granted, she is an older woman, so she probably has been doing it longer. Don't care, though. Don't care. It don't take much to be professional and have some fucking compassion and wonder what you would think about if it was you or your daughter or your sister or your cousin or your aunt or your mother or your grandmother. Like, we have to take care of each other. And people on my threads were trying to say, excuse me, not on my threads, my TikTok were trying to say it shouldn't matter that, well, why are you bringing up the fact that it was a younger black woman, da 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 da, like her race shouldn't matter. No, fuck that. Her race matters because when I'm seeking out a therapist, I'm putting in black. If I'm picking you for if I'm picking you for a reason, and that reason is because you're black, it does have something to do with it from the beginning. It does. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't like that I was speaking out negatively against a black woman, but I'm gonna say how I fucking feel. I don't know what you want me to do about that. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing about that. I have to say how I feel. I've been back at work. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, so in 2 months, right, I got hit by a fucking car. I got a psychiatrist, quit him, got a new psychiatrist, got a new therapist. And yeah, I think just those 4 things. Just those 4 in the past 2 months since I uploaded that video. But yeah, I was crossing the street with my doggy, and it was at night. It wasn't late though. It was like right at sundown, but it was dark though. And the young man didn't see me. And then he had a nerve to ask me on a date after. I have to do a whole life update after this. Like, aside from this, I have to figure out how to do it. I wanted to read some of these comments with you guys and maybe just touch on a few things that were in the video as well. Like I said, I did not watch this again after I recorded it until today. So one comment I really liked was from Original Consciousness. Sis, I respect you for sharing this. I've come to finally realizing that Earth is hell. So intelligently designed that most of us miss it. Tyra spoke truth, and so are you. Much love, sweetheart. I would like to say, rest in peace to Tyra Spalding. I'm so sorry you could not get the help that you needed, but when I tell you that your life and death have lit a fire under me, I can't give up on myself. I can't do it. And you were so beautiful and just funny. Even when you were sad, I wish that you had a friend like me. Mm. I really, really wish you had a friend like me around. There's such a stigma in this community about mental health and people feeling their feelings. If you knew how many people reached out to me before even and let me know, hey, I've been going through a lot and I really appreciate you speaking out and being transparent. Thank you for giving a voice to the voiceless. People older than me, people younger than me, you know what I'm saying? My peers. If you've never felt depression, thank God. Thank God. It's not sadness. There's an emptiness inside your heart that you just can't feel, and it's so sad to see yourself deteriorate before your eyes, And so this comment from Christina 96_12 9612. I don't know why I always do digits like that. Instead of like 954, I'll say 954. What do you guys do? Tell me in the comments. But anyway, Christina 96_12 says, there's nothing wrong with you. Stop pretending and trying to get attention. It's not that people are heartless while you're literally being heartless. But what you're saying is ridiculous. No one has time to be burdened down by your trivial things. I pray that one day, whoever that is behind that page is able to feel their feelings. Because I've been there where somebody tells you, like, your feelings are not real or you're being too sensitive or whatever. And it's like, damn, like, am I? So then you hold it all in and you push it all down and then you say stuff like this on other people's page who is able to express themselves, Hey, oh, this one I really love from Miss Alicia Thompson, 5446. Hey, love, I stumbled on your video. My heart breaks for you because I have been where you are. I won't go into detail, but in my 20s, I just fell apart. I was super strong, creative, had so much light, and as life went on, the more and more my light started to dim. I started to lose myself. At 26, I planned my... Obviously, it did not happen. Maybe one day I'll do a video to help young women like you. I just turned 50 in July, and I am the best I have ever been. Still have days or maybe weeks, but my life is peaceful and blessed and drama-free. I will leave you with this. You are beautiful. You are heard. Life will get better. I know it's hard, but hold on. Hold on. Breathe. Breathe. I see you're going to therapy. Keep going. Get out in nature and take vitamin D3. Seriously, vitamin D3 will be a big help. Life has ebbs and flows, and it gets really fucking hard. Don't focus on anyone but you. And if you don't feel like pushing, don't push. Relax, relate, release. Meditate, work on your breathing, and take some vitamin D. Hugs and kisses, Ma. Roses and blue hearts. That is... I told her, if you ever want to collaborate on those videos, you might want to talk to your younger self. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. One thing I will say about the vitamin D3, the reason why, so my new therapist is saying she does not believe that I have bipolar disorder. But she was like, don't stop taking your medication. I'm not telling you to do that, but I don't know if it's giving bipolar, and the Latuda that I'm taking will also help with the depression too. But if I find, because I was on Cymbalta before, that's the brand name, but the scientific name, or the chemical name, excuse me, is duloxetine. I really like that one, but when my primary care just put me back on it, I think it was only 30 milligrams. I didn't throw it out. I put it up in the cabinet, but it was a low dosage. So maybe I just needed an up dosage in that. I'm not really sure, but I do know this insomnia I cannot do. I don't play about my sleep. I get very irritated if I cannot sleep. So Next time I go back and talk to Miss Michelle, I'm going to do that. But I brought that up because in here, Miss Alicia Thompson brought up taking vitamin D. And one thing that I really like about Miss Michelle and why I don't just want to just, oh, my therapist is saying this now, let me follow what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's also because of what I just experienced of depending on one sole provider. But because Miss Michelle told me, I want you to get some fish oil. I don't know, excuse me, omega-3s, but it's fish oil, right? I want you to get, I love how it focuses like that. I want you to get some fish oil. I got mine with vitamin E. She wants me to take 1,000 milligrams of that. She wrote me a little post-it. Omega-3 fatty acids 1,000 milligrams, magnesium glycerate 200 milligrams at bedtime to help with the insomnia. I have not gotten the magnesium yet, so that's why I'm not just going to stop taking the medication. But she also did, she wants me to go to, here, I'm going to fold this. She also wants me to go to Quest Diagnostics to get some lab work done. She sent in for me to get my vitamin D tested and different things like that, because she's like, well, if you have low vitamin D levels, which I have had before, even when I was back with my old primary care in North Carolina, who I love, Dr. Lisa Wilson. If this ever, I doubt that it will, if this ever comes across your page, I love you so much. That's one of the best primary care physicians I've ever had. She really should be a therapist herself, but I remember once they gave me a prescription of only three vitamin D pills, but the milligrams on it was hefty because I was so low. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the vitamin D thing has a lot to do with the, oh, you don't want to get darker, stay out of the sun stigma, or whatever you call that. I don't know the word for it. Sorry. That we've had in the community for a long time, especially for dark-skinned girls. So I feel like that has a lot to do with that. I just don't be outside. I don't mind the sun. Like, I will not avoid the sun. People tell me, they be like, you been in the sun? I'll be like, well, I'm getting darker. They be like, yeah. I'll be like, okay, cool. Like, you know, so I've never cared about that ever. I may need some vitamin D, you know. I might not even need this Latuda. I may go back to Cymbalta. I don't know. But one thing that I did write in my, well, I have my notes on here as well, was it is a bit of a mind fuck for someone to tell you that, oh, you have it, and then you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying that she doesn't have it. So early this morning, I wrote this. It was 6:28. Get list of why Miss Michelle thinks I'm bipolar. New therapist, ... doesn't think so. IDK. I don't care, meaning I don't care what it is. I just want to get better, but I guess it will take time. So, yeah. That is my life update. I read a couple of the comments on there. Pain is something that we all feel. Don't let it drown you or consume you or feel like you're all alone. I do feel that way sometimes. This world can't offer true happiness, but God offers true happiness because He is the source. 1000%. And there's so many other comments on here. That last one was from, oh, I do have one that I would like to read, actually. Nia Thomas 184 says, you are beautiful. And this is what I was telling my homegirl. It's also a mindfuck when you, like, because my dad instilled in me from young that I was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Every time I would come out, maybe I would be going, not even to a dance or something, just going to school, and he's dropping me off. He always give me a kiss on my forehead. And he always say, you look really beautiful. You know, I like your da-da-da. I like your hair, blah, blah, blah. So when you know that, though, but you don't feel it, it kind of fucks you up a little bit in your head. Kind of fucks you up a little bit. Omavine23 said, you can't meet anyone like this, not in this state. You have to take care of yourself first. Find a way to build your self-esteem first. Omavine23, I understand what you're saying. as far as meeting someone and not like wanting to be taken advantage of because I'm in a vulnerable state. And if that's why you were saying that, I definitely understand and appreciate the concern. But the thing is, everybody wants love. Uh, Respectfully, and because I can, I'm gonna call myself crazy. I'm not talking about anybody else with any other mental health conditions or disorders, whatever. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about myself when I say crazy people want love too. You know what I mean? It's been a long time for me. Many, many, many years. Dr. Linda laughed at that when she put on there, what is your marital status or your relationship status? I said that I've been single for many, many, many years. I still have not gotten over that situation. It was more than a situation. I still have not gotten over that relationship. That man was my best friend. That man became my family. That man became more than just a man. And I want to move on, but it's very hard for me because all I can do is replay that relationship and how I messed up in that relationship, and I can only replay in my head. Though many would say I didn't mess it up, my friend Vanessa, if she saw this, she will want me to have more grace for myself. So I will say I was dealing with some mental health issues that began to affect our relationship a lot, and I couldn't sustain. And it started to affect him personally. I wanted more for him. I wanted him to be with someone who was happy. Not all the time, but someone who was happy. And I couldn't be that. And he would do things for me just to want to see me happy, and sometimes it wouldn't work, and I felt so guilty. So I do have a lot of love in my heart for him still, but I don't think he's coming back for me. So I have to move on. But you have to understand, every time I've been out dating, some shit go wrong, nigga do some dumb shit, nigga do me, I would never have to put up with this. And then I have to remember why I do have to put up with it. And it's because I broke up with him. It's because I broke up with him. And I have to take accountability for that, whether I was mentally ill or not. I did do that, you know, and I do have to deal with the consequences. I deal with them every day almost. But it's been many years since that. And I've had another love since then. But to be honest, that one just always sticks in my mind. I mean, he was my first time really living with a man, my first, if you know what I'm saying. So and I'm a late bloomer, as they call it. So I didn't lose okay, let me put it this way for you, because it sounds a little bit crazier. I only lost my virginity 9 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Camilla Brown, 188. Queen, you aren't alone. I've been going through this all my life. I'm 29. You have to call all your power back. Call on your ancestors. They want you to give up, but your angels are fighting for you. Meditation is key. Nature and sunshine. You got this, my love. Marcella Sapp, 1500. Hold on, beloved. Sometimes life feels hopeless. You have to be strong. Life is not for the weak. Being married doesn't answer all your issues. It just compounds it. I didn't think it would. Trust me. Trust me. I really didn't think it would. I'm looking for him in other people, is what it is. But God granted me a great best friend who fills that part of the void that was there. Because like I said, I would break him down into 3 separate categories, or be able to fit him into 3 separate categories, which is best friend, family, lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't with R. Kelly around these sides, but homie, lover, friend, like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? I just want someone who is supportive and nice to look at, and will rub my feet sometimes so I can rub his back sometimes, and take me out to dinner sometimes, and so I'm not always in the house by myself. I mean, I could take myself, but sometimes that gets a little sad looking. But I never had a problem going to the movies by myself and shit like that. I'm not crying. Because, yeah. Worst part about going to the movies by yourself is if you gotta use the bathroom or you want to go get a drink, can't nobody tell you what just happened. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I never thought that marriage would make it better. But I do know if you're married to the right person, you're unstoppable. So, every day you have to make up your mind to be happy. Every day, do one thing that puts a smile on your face. Get out of the house soon. You'll meet people. I know you can do it, one step at a time. Sending you love and all the best. Thank you, Marcella, for your comment. I really appreciate it. Jade, GU, 4WQ. I like that these are all people who don't be on YouTube like that, so they don't have their names changed. I love having like a small community, to be honest with you. Don't know you, but you are a beautiful young woman. Trust me, we all go through it. Oh, I feel like you might be from Jamaica. True it. The way they spelled it, that's cute. At times I feel like Tyra, but I will never take my own life, so you are not alone. Life can be a lot. I have good days and bad days, but there are always better days. I hope you seek therapy and help. Know that there are strangers that do care. Shoot, I'm 47, divorced, no kids, and college graduate, and still not working in my field I went to college for. I think most of us go through some I'm gonna say it. I think most of us go through some form of depression. Please don't give up. Thank you for that, Jade. I really appreciate that. And you're right, and I hope that things really get better for you too. I really do. Michael WN1J. It gets better, Queen. The enemy, let me like this one. The enemy is trying to play with your mind. He does this with everyone, no matter how well put together another person's life may seem. Amen. You have to fight him, and the only way to do this is surrendering your life wholly to God. Ensure that you stay in the Word and stay in prayer. These 2 things will greatly lift your psyche. Talk to God as if you're talking to a friend. Pour out all your cares, worries, and concerns to him on a daily basis. I promise you, if you fully submit yourself to God and be obedient to his will, he will give you victory over this dark period that you're going through. You're beautiful, Queen. Keep your head up. Much love from Jamaica. Thank you guys so much. And I pray that, you know, all your families are okay with the storm, the hurricane that went through there. Thank you guys so much for the love, especially from Jamaica. Like, Charles Kubera 070. This is what happens when the avatars awakens without guidance at different levels of consciousness. I believe that. You're not supposed to be working because of who you are when we awaken, and because of how wealthy we are in reality. Period. I feel that. There's a lot of great comments on here. I really need to go through, and the last comment I want to read, Rihanna. I don't even know how to read that name. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Why don't you help her when she was alive? I said I didn't know anything about her. Why didn't you? So, lastly, I would just like to say, if there's someone out there that you know that's struggling, or maybe you don't even know that they're struggling, reach out to your folks, check on your folks. Sometimes, though, there's not going to be anything you can do to fix it. Sometimes, though, there's not going to be anything that you can say to make it better. Love your people enough to just sit there with them and hold their hand through the darkness. And I realize some people can't do that because it reminds them of their own darkness that they're trying to stay above level at, you know? So just do what you can for your folks, man. Just do what you can for your folks. I love you guys. Hopefully the next upload will be something more creative. I got my new camera. I'm trying to get back in my bag. My creativity bag. And yeah. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'm okay. You know, I'm not great. I'm not great. But I will be. You can bet your last dollar on that.